Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm doing something. I basically got, and now I've just actually mentioned, I've just started 100 sentences and not actually finished any of them. I got sent a, sorry, I found them, thank God. I just suddenly realised I didn't actually know where I'd put them, so I thought I'd lost it already, but I haven't. The most recent Gel Box UK box, the monthly subscription one, came with a blooming gel, and I'm really loving blooming designs at the moment. I think I might have to shut the door. Are those birds really loud for you? I'm not sure. They're really loud for me and it's really annoying. I've really just noticed they're there now that I've pressed the play button on my phone. Just very annoying. But anyway, so you get a bloom gel in the most recent box, and well, depends on this video goes up actually. It was in the May box basically. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get my words out today and actually finish sentences, but I feel like because my brain is so rubbish at remembering what I'm talking about, I feel like I need to get it all out at the exact same time, and it's just not physically possible. So I've painted the base of all these nails white. We're just going to be doing something really simple. We're just going to do a load of marbles, but I'm not going to do like a full set of the same sort of colour and different designs and stuff like you'd put a set on your nails. I'm just going to do five completely different ones. So I think I'm going to start out with blue. I'm going to try and use all Gel Box UK colours just to go with the blooming gel, and I just want to test out what the colours are like with the blooming gel, because some colours seem to react a little bit differently, like depending on the consistency of the colour depends on how well it blooms, sort of thing. So I'd like to be able to use a mixture and just see which ones work really well, which ones might not work quite as well and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm going to start with blue. So I'm going to use white just because that's my base colour. It's on my desk already and it's going to go with everything. I'm going to use Michelangelo, which is this beautiful darker blue. This blue is so popular with my clients. It's beautiful. I just need to remember that I'm only doing one nail of each one, so I definitely didn't need that much gel, but I am really good at wasting gel. It's very frustrating. So I'm just going to pop these colours onto my palette. I've already done the base colour on all of my nails. I just need to pop the blooming gel on. So they're the three colours I'm going to use. I want them on the camera. There we go. And then I think for this one, I'm going to use a mixture of brushes as well. Just see what sort of effects we can get and stuff. Because blooming gel is just so, like, you get such a varied look with it, depending on so many different variables that you can use. So I'm just going to try everything, give it a go. It's just more of like a fun video of just trying stuff out instead of actually like giving you a tutorial for something. So I'm just going to pop a good coat of this on. Having some on the brush obviously helps. And I'm just making sure it's a nice even coat all over the nail, because I want the marbles to cover the entire nail, so I'm just making sure it's everywhere. So there's just a little bit of dust on there I'm just getting off. I don't want it too thin where it's like smeared, because it's not going to marble properly. It's not going to bloom properly, but then I also don't want it to be really, really thick where it's not going to cure properly either. So I'm going to go in with this brush and we're just going to pick up the colours and just plonk them on basically. So I'm going to pick up some of the blue colours and then just place that on, get off the excess, and then do the same again. Go into the dark one a second time this time, because I didn't get much of it on my brush the first time. And then I'm going to just the dark one this time. Just going to fill in that very edge. And I think I might leave it like that actually. I don't think I'm going to bother putting any white in this one. Maybe just a little bit more dark down this area. Just even a very fine line. I think that's worked out really well, to be honest. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. Mess with that a little bit more, just bring it to the edge. I love how that's turned out. I'm going to pop that in the lamp as it is. That was super, super easy. So they've marbled really nicely together. So I'm going to cure those for 60 seconds. So next colour, I think, we've done blue now. I think I'm going to do pink. Pink's the easiest because I've got loads and loads of pinks. So I'm going to use two colours every time with white. So this one doesn't have a label on, unfortunately, but it's really nice, as you can see, a really nice bright pink. This one I think will marble a little bit more because it's sort of like a thinner consistency. The coverage is still really good on it, considering it's a bright especially. Some of the brights can be, not in this brand, but just brights in general. Brights and pastels are problem colours sometimes. This colour is My Girl. So again, I'm just popping both of those on my palette. Again, putting way too much on there. Haven't used the white, so I'm just going to use that if I do want to use some white on this one. Pop the colours back as I use them. So I'm going to use a different brush this time, see if we can get a slightly different effect. Just going to clean that one off, ready in case I want to use it again. And this time I'm going to use, what's this? I'm going to use my, what's it called, brush. I'll show you in just a second to clean that off. It's got a bit of glitter on it. I'll use my ombre brush this time to pick them up and see how that goes. So first thing first, oh, I haven't even put my blooming gel on. God, that was close, wasn't it? I'd have been wondering why it's not working, because it's not got any on it. So let's go back to the blooming gel. I really do want to shut the door, but the dog's outside, and while she's outside she's not bothering me. And if I shut the door, she'll just come to the door and stand and stare at it, because she won't want to be outside on her own. But she is coming in, she's just come in now, but she's coming and going, so I'd rather have it open if the birds are not too annoying, but please do let me know if they are. Obviously I can't do anything about it in this video, but I'll know for future reference if they're too loud in the background. I'm just going in with, I'm going to just, I want them all to look slightly different, so I'm not going to apply them in the same way. And then I'm going to do some down here. Apply a little bit more up there. And then a bit more of a darker one compared to the light for the gap. And then I am going to go into the white for this one, I think. With a little bit of the light on it as well. Honestly, blooming gel makes marble so easy. It's just so naturally effective because it sort of just does the work for you. I'm going to pop a little bit of the white over here just to break this very large area of the darker colour up a little bit. I think I'm going to leave that as it is. Maybe break this bit up in here a little bit as well. That really large area of the same colour. There we go. I love that. That is beautiful. It's going well so far. I'm loving it. So I'm going to cure that and I'm going to get my next colours, which I think are going to be orange and red. Okay, I decided against orange and red. I'm actually just going to do two different oranges. So we're using Marbella Sunset and Terracotta Orange for this one. I'm just going to clean my palette a little bit. I am going to shut the door. The birds are annoying me now, so I've shut the door. I'm just going to clean some of the colour off my palette because I don't need it anymore, and it's taken up lots of space. Definitely should have kept the white, but I've only just thought to do that now. The dog is going to keep pottering around the room now, so there's always going to be noise regardless of what I do. Whether it's her pottering about or birds outside, there's always something. Anyway, so going in with these two colours here, we've got a darker and a lighter orange. I really need to stop putting that much on my palette, but never mind. I'm going to put a couple of blobs of white, and then I've got them for whatever colours I use after these. She's now having a drink. Okay, I've just paused it for a second and put the blooming gel on the nail while the dog was having a drink. It's not the nicest noise. So I'm just going to do this one slightly different. I'm just going to go into each colour and pick them up individually for this one. I think I'm going to go for more of like a horizontal sort of effect with this one. So I'm just going to place my colours on first, like each colour on first. And get the excess off and going with the lighter one. They're not overly different in terms of colour, so I will be putting some white between them to sort of break up the colours. And I'm just going to go in with my brush now and just create the actual marble itself. So I'm just pulling the colours through each other. I'm really sorry about the background noise. Brilliant. Now she's going to start bringing her toys in just to make my life better. For anyone thinking, why doesn't she just put the dog in a different room? Unfortunately, my dog doesn't work like that. She has to be as close to me at all times as physically possible. Which is normally really not, well, for the most part it's really nice to know you're loved that much, but sometimes I would quite like a break. But she's laid down now, so hopefully that'll be the last of her annoying us. This one's very random. It's different, but I like it. So I'm going to pop that one in the lamp now as well. So for the next one, I'm going to use these 4 brights that I've just put on my palette here. Pop them there so you can see them. I'm going to go in with those. I think that'll be really fun. I don't know whether they're going to go together or not, but we won't know until we try. And this is like one of those experimental videos, so we might as well make the most of experimenting. It's not on a person, so it doesn't matter if it looks awful. But we don't know until we try, so I'm just going to give it a go, basically. I'm going to do the same as I did in the first nail, and like scoop up a couple of colours at a time for this one. Not all of them, I'll probably just still pick up 2 at a time, but I'll just go between them. So first things first, I need to clean this brush because it's still got those oranges on it. And then I'm going to go into the pink, into the yellow, and then just create some marble. I'm going to get as much off as I can. I'm going to go into the orange and then into the yellow. Get as much off as I can, into the orange and into the green. Oh gosh, I don't like orange and green. I don't know why I picked those up together. I'm going to go into the green and into the yellow, I think, to break that up a little bit, because it's a bit much. A bit of pink. Definitely didn't think the order of this through. The pink and the orange go together beautifully though. That's good. Some more green and orange. A bit more pink. Green and yellow even, not orange. And then I'm going to just take it up this side this time, because lacking a bit over there. And I'm going to take some orange. I think the green and yellow go great and the orange and pink go great. I probably should have stuck to that sort of style, like had half and half on the nails. But what can you do? It's too late now. I don't think it is too late now. I think I'm going to actually wipe that off because that is horrible. But now we know. We know now that that is not a good choice of colour scheme. So that's fine. We know for future reference. Don't ever attempt that again. I'm just going to clean all that off because obviously it's not cured yet, so I can just wipe straight over it and then reapply my blooming gel, just making sure there's no bits of dust or lint or anything. And then I'm going to go back in with the blooming gel. So which 2 am I going to use? That is the question. I think I might do the yellow and green, because I'm not going to be able to do an entirely green one because I don't actually have that many greens. Well, I have got a few greens, but not ones that like sort of go together, if that makes sense. Definitely don't do a very good job of cleaning the nail before I went in with this. I'm just making sure I get it off the nail and off my brush before I go back into my bottle. So I'm going to do the yellow and green. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on my palette, a bit more of the non-contaminated colour. So I'm going to go into the yellow. Just giving it a mix because I didn't actually roll the bottle between my hands, which hasn't done me any favours. No, don't be an iron boat. As soon as she hears any sort of noise, she has to make them aware that she's listening. But wouldn't do anything if they're actually in front of her. That's the irony. I'm not really a fan of yellow or green, to be honest with you, but I actually think this looks really cool. Nice and easy. This blooming gel's lovely, I really love it. So there's that one. Super, super cute. Last but not least, I'm going to use purple. So we're going to go in with Draculaura. I don't know if anyone just heard Bo's little moan there, but very dramatic. And then Blueberry Gourmandise. Well, that's probably not how you say it, but it's how I'm reading it, so we'll go with that. Using too much again. Just going to clean off my brush. So I'm just going to show you the colours I'm using. They're the two colours. I'm going to apply my blooming gel again. Nice even layout. And then going straight in with the colours again. So I'm going to go purple. Well, they're both purple, so that was a silly description. She's off again. Just adding a little bit at a time with this one, just so I can actually keep more control over it, I suppose. Some darker, some lighter, darker up here, some lighter up here. I'm not actually like swirling it into each other, because instead of having to add white, you can still see the white base through it. So that's how I'm using that. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. Nice and easy, but very effective. They are always my favourite types of designs. Easy. So just as last sort of detail, I'm going to, sorry about the overhead plane, if you can, overhead plane, like there'd be a plane anywhere else. But yeah, if you can hear that, that's what it is. I'm just going to add some silver to all of the nails just to spruce them up a little bit. I always need glitter somewhere. So we're just going to pop a few bits, a few lines of glitter here and there. Just going in line with the marble. A bit too much on there. Don't want to overkill, so I'm not going to go too far. I think that'll be plenty for that one. That can go in the lamp. And then the pink. I'm not really a massive pink fan, but I really like this. Beautiful. Just going with the lines that are already created in the marble. I really like this gel. This is Starship from the Jabbox UK. It's more like flakes instead of an actual like glitter. Like, it's not a shimmer sort of thing. It's like actual flakes of glitter, which is great, especially this sort of thing. And then for the blue, I went quite thick with the blue one because I think blue and silver go really well. Very pretty. And then we've got the orange, which to be fair, I think gold would go better with this, but I want them all to be the same just so I don't have to get more polishes out of my drawer, to be honest, just being lazy. This is a more awkward one to add glitter to because there isn't really like set lines anywhere, they're just sort of really random. So I'm just, oh, the bloody dog, just putting a couple of specks here and there. That'll do, and then I can top coat. Okay, I'm going to go in with the top coat now. Making sure it's nice and coated. I quite like all of these, to be honest. They've all took me a bit by surprise. I've definitely got my favourites, don't get me wrong. I'm not overly keen on the orange one, but I think that's literally just the style of it, not the colours. But that's what these experiments are for. I love just sitting and playing with them and just seeing what we can create. I don't do it very often. So it's nice to have a bit of time to just be silly. Love the pink. I think the blue is my favourite, but the pink is a close second. Definitely put way too much on that. I'm just getting all the excess off. And here we are. This is what they look like now. They've all been top coated and fully cured. Absolutely love the pink. I think they go together beautifully. Love the blue. I love all of them, to be honest. I don't dislike any of them, but I've definitely got my favourites. Let me know which one is yours or what your order is. Mine is definitely blue, pink, purple, green, and then orange. I think that would be mine. But yeah, let me know what your preferences are and what sort of colour schemes you particularly like. Give them a bit of a wiggle so you can see them in all their glory. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye!